In this video, we're going to look to solve this equation tan x minus 1 equals 4. So the first thing is to do is rearrange it to make it tan x on its own. So then it's going to get tan x is equal to 5. Nothing in front of the tan, so we've done step 1. Step 2 says use your calculator to find x equals. Well, to get x on its own, we do the inverse of tan. So tan to the minus 1 of 5. Put that into my calculator, and you should get 78.6900 ... Okay, so 3 is draw your tan graph to find all solutions. So here's my tan graph, and really what I'm looking to find is when is tan x the height of 5. So I draw a horizontal line through roughly 5, so it's going to be there. Okay, so my two answers where it hits the tan graph is there and there between 0 and 360. So we've got an answer here and an answer about here. Okay, so let's zoom in to see what's happening. Okay, so we know that this answer here is our 78.7 degrees. Okay, now we know that tan repeats itself every 180. So the next answer, or the distance between these two, should be 180 degrees. So this answer here should be 78.7 plus 180 degrees. Okay, so let's zoom back out. So our two answers should be x is equal to 78.7 and 78.7 plus 180 degrees. So just doing that little bit of maths, we should get 78.7 degrees and 258.7 degrees. They are my two answers. So in this example here, we need to rearrange to get tan x on its own. So it's not added or taken away by anything, so I don't need to do that. I do need to get rid of that 4. So I'm going to get tan x is equal to negative 3/4. So we now know that x is equal to the inverse tan of negative 3/4, and putting that in my calculator, I should get negative 36.86989 ... So draw my tan graph, which I've done there, and I'm looking, when is tan x the height of negative 3/4? Well, let's draw a horizontal line on about negative 3/4, about there. Oh, sorry, negative 3/4, so it's down here somewhere. So it hits the tan curve here, but that's not between 0 and 360, but it is there and there. So we've got these options here with the original one there. Let's zoom in, see what's happening. So we know that this first one here is negative 36.9. Now the tan curve repeats itself every 180. So this one here should be negative 36.9 plus 180. And then it repeats itself again by 180. So this should be negative 36.9 plus 360. Okay, so let's finish this graph here. So this solution here, so negative 36.9 is not an answer, but we've got negative 36.9 plus 180 and negative 36.9 plus 360. So my two answers are 143.1 degrees and 323.1 degrees. Just remember that negative 36.9 is not an answer because it wanted to know the answer between 0 and 360.